Okay, y'all, if you watched the Grammy show last night, I did not. I just read up on it, studied on it, and stuff like that. But let me just say something to y'all. As a grown man to a grown population, when we gonna stop listening to these little kids? I don't care if they're celebrities, sports stars, music artists, or whatever. 9 times out of 10, you're listening to somebody and your political view, community and cultural view is being led and driven by somebody making a massive amount of money that reads a script for a living or that plays a child's game for a living, and that is only 18, 19, 20 something years old. But yet you're letting them, or we are letting them, drive our politics, change our laws, get bills passed like that. Come on, man. We grown. We done been through life. They just now got to learn what 2 plus 2 is, and half of them that wrong. So on a Grammy stage don't mean nothing. Only thing that the difference between you and them is more people on the planet know their name because their name is pushed by their celebrity. That's it. Other than that, they're just little kids. Okay? Ask your kid what they want for dinner tonight, and then ask them about noon, and then ask them again at 1 o'clock. Watch them change their mind. Their mind changes just like the weather. So all that Grammys and all that stuff that's going on across our nation. At the Grammys, as they were all talking about this ice out. Listen, I support city, state, local, federal agents, officers, law enforcement, and that includes ICE. I want all bad actors and bad off our streets so our communities can be a safer place to live, work, and play. So, do you believe we should continue to listen to some kids and let them enforce our laws and political views? Or do you believe a kid is a kid and a kid should stay in their place and we as adults should drive laws, politics, and stuff like that? Let me know in the comments.
This brother's absolutely right. There is absolutely nothing to push back on in reference to what he said. And he's absolutely right. Don't get your political information or your belief system from anyone in Hollywood or the entertainment world or some athlete or comedian. Those aren't the people to follow. Those aren't the people to listen to. Most of those folks, actually, all of those people are bought and paid for. Whatever they're saying, you can almost count that they've been paid to say it. Hit that like button, share this video, subscribe to the channel. We got more. Let's go.
I am so sick of Hollywood. I am so sick of the Grammys. So today, several people with this ice out and this the black Nigerian guy gets up there and says, well, I just want to thank for the trophy for this nation was built by immigrants. And then there's one girl talking about F ICE. I am so sick of Hollywood. I am so sick of these elites trashing half the country because they believe in election laws. Because they believe, yes, this country was founded by immigrants, but just like the vice president said, it doesn't mean we have to have the worst immigration laws in the country. Thanks. Because reality, what these Hollywood elites, won't they give these people their salary? They're not affected by these illegals. They're not affected by the crime these illegals bring to our community. You know why? Because they live in big mansions with gates around them. They're not around here getting raped and getting pillaged. And they're not around here, and they're not affected by the loss of jobs that illegal immigrants bring. Mm-hmm. That's why people in Hollywood, even Bill Maher said, these people should shut up. Yep. Because we don't care what they think. All of them endorsed Kamala Harris, and she still lost. Because the reality is people are tired of being lectured and virtue signaled by Hollywood, by the Grammys, by TMZ, by all these people telling us how we're supposed to, that we're bad people because we don't believe in open borders, because we don't believe that everybody in the world that should be allowed to come here, that it's 80 billion people and apparently all of them are supposed to be allowed to live in America. And we, the taxpayers, they don't say anything about fraud. They don't say anything about all the fraud that has been found out. They don't say anything about any of the people being killed by illegal immigrants. They don't say anything about the people killed in Iran right now by a dictatorship, or the fact that Trump just freed the people from Maduro. These people are leftists, owned by the billionaire elites that back the Democratic Party. They have to say what they're saying. Most of their lines are written speeches. It's all a coordinated propaganda campaign against the Trump administration and against the Republicans. I'm sick of Hollywood. I'm sick of the Grammys.
I am too. I haven't watched the Grammys. I couldn't tell you the last time I watched the Grammys, so I just wait until the blowback after the fact, because there's always blowback. Y'all remember a couple of years ago, I don't remember the artist, but he came out, looking like the devil. Hey, these Hollywood folks, they're at a point now where they're just showing us who they are. It's our job to believe them. Stop going to your favorite actor or artist, or entertainer, rapper, singer, athlete. Stop listening to them or going to them for your political information. You know what I'm saying? Or, for your political ideology. Stop it. These people don't even know what the heck they're talking about. Let's just keep it a buck, especially in the Black community, because this is something that they've been doing for quite some time. Malcolm X talked about this. Malcolm X talked about, how Democrats like to use the athletes, the entertainers, to get out in front of Black folks and push their wicked agenda. We're done. We're not listening to these people anymore. Hey, as Laura Ingraham said, hey, shut up and act, shut up and dribble, shut up and run, shut up and rap, shut up and sing. We don't want to hear anything that you have to say in reference to what's going on in our nation from a political perspective. We don't want to hear it anymore. Kick rocks.
I just want to say thank you. Thank you guys so much for this award. I have worked so hard, tirelessly, all night and all day to put out the best album in the world. I want to thank my mom. I want to thank my dad. I want to thank my they-them boyfriend who supported me all along. And then Roger, my security officer,
They-them boyfriend?
Thank you so much for protecting me from the scary people that are out there. Oh, I don't know what I would do without you. But I have a serious message to share with you guys. We are currently living in unprecedented times. There is such a strong injustice that is happening to these poor immigrants. Just remember that nobody is illegal on stolen land. And guys, what was that? Oh. People are asking, will I house some people? No, I'll be in my Malibu home this weekend. Can they use my Miami home? No, I just got that. It cost me $11 million. No, why would I? No, absolutely not. Why don't you just see if everybody else can donate? Can they donate? Can they just stay up in their house? It's just not safe. It's not safe for them to be with me. Roger, you're supposed to protect me. Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for supporting the cause. Okay, I will take this Grammy and I will just cherish it forever. By the way, I'm going on tour next month. My cheapest ticket's going to be $1,200, just a heads up. So start saving now. Thank you. I love you. I love you all so much.
This is a spoof, but it's spot on. It's a spoof, but it's spot on. And it's not just the entertainers that talk that. You got a bunch of these liberals out here, on their high horse, out there grandstanding. Yeah, we need to, F ICE and let the illegal immigrants just run rampant and do whatever they want to do. Hey, by the way, we're actually doing a spot where, hey, would you be willing to take in, a few illegal immigrants? Would you be willing to take that? Would you be willing to do that to help out for the cause? Oh, no. I ain't ready to do that. I don't know. I got to talk to my husband. I got to talk to my wife. You got to come up with every excuse in the book. The virtue signal is on 1,000 with these people. They're ridiculous.
Am I the only one bothered that these children are getting involved in this political war that's going on? Who decided that it was a good idea for these children to be leaving school in the middle of the day where they are supposed to be safe to go out and protest?
I've been saying this for quite some time on this channel. If you have school-age kids, get your kids out these public schools. They're not training these kids up to be productive citizens. They're training them up to be Marxists. They're training them up to be communists. They're training them up, to be, people that are anti-America, anti the Constitution. I've been saying that for quite some time. Get your kids out these daggone public schools.
As an adult, as a mother, as a sane individual, I feel like it is the parent or the guardian's decision to allow or permit for a child to leave school in the middle of the day to participate in these acts. We all know that these children have not fully grasped the concept of politics.
Yeah, they took civics out of school. So most kids, they don't even have a full idea of what the heck is going on politically. Are you kidding?
They don't fully understand what's going on. All they hear is, we're cutting school to do a protest. Translates into, we're ditching school to have fun.
Facts. When I was in high school, and I didn't care much about school like that, If they said, hey, you can get up out of here if you're willing to go out there and protest, I probably would have been one of those fools out there protesting and things of that nature. Not because I cared about the cause, but I just didn't want to be in class. So I would have gladly jumped out there.
I saw a disturbing post of a group of children who called themselves walking out of school to peacefully protest. And while doing so, they took laptops and glass bottles and other objects and threw them into the crowd. I saw another post where a group of kids who had left school to peacefully protest were stealing from the store. Of course, those videos were removed. However, I got a good one for you. What purpose did it serve them to attack this old man, to dig in his pockets, to play in his face? This was disgusting, disturbing, and extremely disrespectful. Most of all, embarrassing. These kids don't really care about what's going on. I can't say they all don't, but for the most part, they don't care about what's really going on.
No, they don't. They don't. We know that. We know that they don't. This is an opportunity to skip school, essentially. Now, I have two boys, but they are adults. Two young men. They are adults at this point. But if this was going on when they were in school, but my conversation to them would have been, don't you even think about it. I don't send you to school to go out there and protest. I send you to school to get an education. Don't do that. And I would have sat them down and I would have explained to them why you don't need to be out there protesting, marching, and complaining with these folks. No.
I have an idea. What if we keep the illegal aliens who never committed an extra crime and instead deport all the crazy radical liberal Democrats? I think that's an amazing trade.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't necessarily have an issue with that. You know, if we have people here illegally, I like the fact that he phrased it as an extra crime. Those that have already committed a crime, they're over here illegally, but they're productive citizens in some shape, way, form, or fashion, or productive people, more or less, in some shape, way, form, or fashion, and they want to be here, they love our nation, and they want to be here and come over here and assimilate, they can speak the language, so forth and so on. I'd be okay with trading them, for some of these loony, radical liberals that despise our nation. I wouldn't necessarily have a problem with it. What are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comment section.
Do liberals just have access to certain data that we don't have access to? Because I swear I post videos that I do research for, and liberals comment the exact opposite statistics that I just quoted, and they're like, do your research. And I'm like, bro, I did. Like, did we not do the same Google search? This is everything that I found. And then
They don't do research. They get their information from MS No One's Watching or CNN, also known as the Communist News Network. That's pretty much where they get their information from. Other than that, they're just spouting hearsay from other people that don't know much about what they're talking about.
ask them, like, I've asked multiple times, like, what sources do you have? Like, drop a link or something so that I can read what you're looking at. And of course, they never give me a link, but like,
of course not.
Literally, what data do you have? Because the entire population of liberals, like, they are hell-bent on the things that they claim to know, but I can't find any, like, verifiable fact-check source that says the things that they're saying. And I get so confused. Like, where is the data from?
Don't be confused, ma'am. Don't be confused. These people don't know what they're talking about. And they know they don't know what they're talking about.
No matter how much hate I get, how many insults are thrown at me, how many people tell me I'm a traitor, how much people tell me I have a nopal en la frente, like, there's nothing, absolutely nada, that will ever convince me to vote Democrat. Nothing at all, okay? And let me tell you why I will never vote Democrat. Very simple. One, I'm not a part of the LGBT community. Duh. Two, I don't hate white people, and I'm not racist. Three, I don't believe in abortion. It's not right. Especially up to 9 months. That's crazy. And then four, I know how many genders there is. So I don't have a problem with common sense, okay? Anything else, you can cry about it, you can complain about it, but to me, the real traitors are always going to be, I can only speak for my kind, my race, my nationality, my culture, whatever, however you want to flip it. Though, for me, the biggest traitors are the Mexicans that are Democrats, because they can't tell me one thing a Democrat has done for us. And then they mention DACA. DACA is like the only thing that they mention. Like, okay, well, Obama did DACA. Let's break it down. What does DACA really do for you? It protects you from being deported, right? If you are going to school and you're working. And to my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't mind being corrected if I'm wrong, you know? You might know more than me because I'm not a dreamer. But every 2 years or so, they have to keep reapplying or something like that. Mm-hmm. So it's nothing permanent. It's not like the dreamers actually get to permanently stay. It's not like they become citizens. I think it's like a temporary thing. Like I said, every so often they have to keep renewing it. So to me, it's like, okay, so you mean to tell me that all these years that the Democrats were in position of power and they had the ability to do something, like actually do something for los Mexicanos, they didn't do nothing. Nothing. You guys can't tell me one thing that they have done for us. And I'm still waiting. I'm still hoping that one person in the comment that's a liberal can tell me, what law did they pass? What did they do to make sure that us hard-working Mexicans can stay here in the United States permanently? So don't mention DACA. DACA was like crumbs. Obama gave you a crumbs with DACA.
I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. What are your thoughts? Hit that like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on to all so you never miss an upload. Consider joining the ARP family or buy your brother a coffee. That link's in the description box below. Join us Tuesday, Friday for ARP in the morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come check us out if it's your first time in the chat. Please let us know so we can properly welcome you to the show and to the stream. And as always, I appreciate the support, man. Keep God first. Stay prayed up. We'll catch up with you guys next time. Peace.
It is God who arms me with strength. Yeah, I'm battle ready. He trains my hands for battle. My heart stays steady. But thanks be to God, He gives us the victory. Through my Lord Jesus Christ, fear can't live in me. I was down to the dirt, red clay on my shoes, old pain in my shirt, oh so bruised. Then the Lord hit my chest, kicked air from my breath, put power in my step.